right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful evening. It was another wild day in the market. You did start off with another all-time high right there, and then you sold off. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we've done that a lot of times. But even in these last couple days, a couple of things have happened, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the bubble. I really hope you watched the last watch list. I think it's going to really prepare you greatly. And get ready, boys. Usually towards the end of October, I would tell you it's the end of the year, and you should start thinking about next year. I think you might want to start doing that now, but we are entering a pretty interesting time. There's a lot going on, and I want you all prepared. So I actually even made this one public today. You guys might not be able to chat, but that's cool because I did just want you to listen. So I hope you guys are ready. We have a lot in store. And as far as plays, that's going to be up to you, man. For real, there's going to be both opportunity to make money as well as to lose everything and lose your confidence. So like I'm saying, you guys need to decide. And there's a lot of good and bad that we've got to learn this year. And I hope you're using it to your advantage because I don't know, man. My uncle will always tell me, you missed the first harvest, but tell me about the second one. And it's funny how that always plays out because, man, you are at the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. So I hope you're ready for all of it. I hope you're locked and loaded, Chatatonia. But good evening. How are we? It's going to be a great evening and a great morning. Oh, what up, Hustlin'? What up, Penanalin? Brandon, Alex, Caballero, called and Carrie, baby. Good evening, Reese, Harold, Charbell. What up, Skittle? What up, Luke? How you doing, Dylan? Oh, Mr. Sandman, Senor Carrillo. Good evening, baby. What up, Avery? Farmer Jim, Cesar, Drew, Ron, El Chaparro, Dan Peterson, Ian, VS, Schofield. What up, baby? How you doing, vacation time? Good evening, Landon. Good evening, Flip. What up, Richard, NRG, 8 Oh, good morning. Man, y'all better wake up, okay? Because I'm tired, too. You know that? You know what I just did? I was terrible, bro. Tell me why I got balled up by some Caitlin Clark ass again. A different one, bro. You know, I've not ran this much playing defense, bro. It was terrible. It was terrible, dog. I'm out of breath. I don't know why. Stupid. You know that? This whole time, I don't think I was really running. This running stupid. You know what I'm saying? Running stupid. I don't know why. That's not even. Well, anyway, so yeah, you better wake up, dog. But right off the bat, even though I want you all to listen, and you guys are all here right now, here's the irony. I wish I had more to tell you. Nothing's going to change. You're in the same setup. I've really even given you this over and over and over again. We need a material change. You guys know about this. You have no data. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting one. And, you know, there's emotions, a lot of them, right? And you get a lot of new all-time highs and a lot of other things. But, you know, you're waiting for something. You need that structural. We even have a lot of stuff that didn't materialize this year, kind of like the China deal. And that's going to be stuff you're going to look forward to, as well as, you know, just in general, rate cuts down to economy. Donald Trump is the boogeyman. Donald Trump is Jesus. Whatever you think it is, I mean, we need to see the results. And really, that's kind of why the market has been in this melt-up mode, or really a catalyst vacuum / bubble. I mean, not to mention all of the AI stuff and what has been gone with that. So that's the first part. But you guys saw the other day, and, you know, we've been talking about it a lot, especially if you've been listening live while we're, you know, through the trading day. But I want to train you guys. I really do. And I want to make sure those of you who want to do it, and those of you who don't. But above all else, I want everybody safe. I don't want to see progress go out the door. That's been a theme I've been telling all of you from the beginning of the year. So this isn't a new concept. I just think you're actually dealing with another new opportunity / challenge, depending on how you handle it. You know what I'm saying? You got to secure it. And I've been telling you, do whatever you want, but don't let this threaten your long term. Don't let this threaten your mind. Don't let this threaten your emotions. And like I'm saying, I want to train you guys, but I ain't trying to FOMO you. And I was thinking about it because in a weird way, a lot of you are used to it. Even this year with how I did it with the stream alerts and all of that, you guys have just been hearing me talk about plays without talking about plays. So I don't know if this shit should really be surprising you. And that's the good part, because I think a lot of you have decided. And like I'm telling you, you really need to know yourself, and you really got to focus on the intentions, which we will talk about. But I think you're either used to it, and on the other side, I mean, let me ask you guys this. Do you know how this is going to play out? Like, if I told you, like, do you know the future, brother? Because I don't, but I do. And I think you don't, but you do as well. No. Are you really telling me you don't know how all of this is going to play out? Are you guys really serious? No. And I'm not, we'll go back to the beginning of the year. I'm not being overly confident, but that's a good comment. You don't got to retract it. Don't worry. Think about it. No, not another April crash. Habibi. Okay, I just did what my fucking parents do. That's how serious this is. No, Habibi. I want you all to get this. I need you to get it. You know how this is going to play out. Do you know what's going to happen? Like, can you comprehend, like, what's going to happen with the bubble? What's going to happen with all these names? What's going to happen to all the people? What's going to happen? Again, you don't know, but you know. Again, there's certainty that I can't tell you all the details because we don't know. What is going to happen with the FOMO? You tell me. What's going to happen? That sucks. Do you see? Because how is this fucking even hard? Like I'm telling you guys, no, this is different than even a most hated rally. I mean, some stuff is going to stay up. But like I said, in 2021, you guys have you lived through the weed bubble? Did you get to live through 3D printing bubble? Did you get to live through, what other bubbles have we seen? The biotech bubbles, all of them. And, you know, while you're in it, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to, oh my gosh. And then think about it. Go on the internet right now, it's filled with propaganda. And then it's filled with all this pumping stuff. Like I'm telling you, you're going to hear about one of our plays that I put on one of these watch lists last week. We are already up 2,000%. And now it became a story on Wall Street Bets. But it's like stuff like this where you're going to start seeing more and more and more of this. And can people make easy money and fast money? Yes, you can. And you could also get destroyed. But here's the deal. It's just going to end randomly. And when it's all said and done, if it's not a real company, if it's not a real business, if it's not performing, and even if it does, a lot of these, I'd say 9 out of every 10 that you believe in are not, you picked the idol. So that's what I mean. You guys, I think you're used to it in a weird way. Every bubble. I've lived through a lot in the modern era, which I'm grateful for. And that's why I kept saying, I'm like, you know, and some of you who are inexperienced, if this is your first bubble, you're like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. Some of you might have already been in it because you've never seen it before, or your second time around. But even then, too, like, it's emotional because even if you're hearing what I'm telling you and you're like, yeah, that's right, and then you don't do anything, and then it goes even crazier, and then everybody makes a bunch of money, what are you going to do? You're going to get emotional. I've already done this. So have a lot of you. But like I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I don't deny that. I don't deny that these things can move. I don't deny that millionaires can be made off of bullshit. That can happen. But like I'm telling you, trying to build a life around that and chasing it it's an interesting phenomena. I'm not going to get in any of your guys' ways, but I'm just not going to lead you into trouble. That's my job. So do what you need. And that's what I've been trying to help you. And like I'm saying, I don't want you to have FOMO, but I encourage you to have the foresight. And if you've never done this before, you could go look. Go look at what happened in 2021 with like ESG, EV, all of the solar stuff. It's very simple. You know, we're going to enter a period, especially if there's more rate cuts, more money, and bubbly. You're going to see a lot of bullshit that's going to try to sap up all the paper. And pretty much you're going to get a bunch of worthless paper all over the world until there's more paper than there is crackhead demand. And that will, or again, the money and the growth just stops and that pops the bubble. So, but then you get what I'm saying? You're going to start seeing a lot of nonsense. And I'm sure it's going to work, actually, to be honest with you. That's what I'm telling you. It's not, so you could decide what you want to do with it. You shouldn't get FOMO'd, but you need to know the destination. Do you get what I'm telling you? I'm telling you how the movie ends. So is there a scene where the guy wins the lotto, gets laid, and gets the girl of his dreams? I think there is. But then he dies at the end with nothing. And then a guy on Wall Street takes all the money and then goes and buys another Miami mansion and then buys the other mansion just so he could build a backyard. So, do you get what I'm saying? That's just the reality. Now, most of you are going to make your decisions. Like I'm saying, those of you who are wise and willing to avoid it, let's go. You don't have to make it be like that. And if you're aware of this movie, you use this to your advantage, or you already have made a decision to fly on over and enjoy the view. And again, you're just going to have your other opportunities, and you're not going to deal with the nonsense. And again, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, that's what everybody has to be comfortable with. That's what's going to fuck everybody up. If this stays like this for 12 months, will you be okay with your current decision today? Or if it ends in 12 weeks, would you be happy with your current decision today? And there you go, my friend. There you go. But that is play number 1. And now play number 2, it kind of relates to what I've told you, but we could talk about it a little bit more practical. But the juice is going to run out eventually. Actually, today in the market, it was kind of like a Momo pop, but then certain plays were actually really going crazy. So, but then again, how many times have we seen these little pullbacks and all of that, and then they go right back up for no reason, even if there's like fake ones like CRML. But I hope you get the point by now. The juice is going to run out. It's not over until it's over. But I want you to think about this as you're going through in your intentions. And I don't think people get this. A lot of intentions are being confused right now. And what I mean by that is, this might be what's driving some of you guys crazy, but do you not see what people are doing? You wake up in the morning, you see a play, you're like, wow, that's going crazy. I want to play it. Or you just saw somebody wake up to a crazy play, so then the next one, you're like, I'm going to do that. And then it doesn't go up immediately, or it doesn't work instantly, or even within a few hours. And then what do? And then you start getting other ideas. And then you make another move, and then you look for the one that's going to give you the instant reward. And then what happens the next day? So, yeah, that's what's driving people crazy. That's what I'm saying, your intention. Because you're like, I want to make money on a day trade. I want to make money on a flip. But then you're buying it because you saw some other dude flip something, but he bought it on a day you should plant, and he's harvesting. So you're like, what the hell? He harvested? I want to harvest today too. Let me plant today. It doesn't work like that. And then there you go. And then that's the vicious cycle. And then you'll hit a couple, you'll miss a couple, but then it's just a kind of run around of all of that. So like I'm saying, I would just think about this now. Think about this early. Think about it and remind yourself as you're going through the moment, because, again, you've seen it probably several times already with a lot of this. And that's why I'm saying it's not over till it's over. And one of these days, it's actually going to end. And that's what's going to fuck everybody up. Because you're like, oh, yeah, okay, then, yeah, just a pullback. Or, oh, yeah, okay, I'll plant and then I'll harvest. But then one of these days, the bubble is going to be gone. And then you're like, oh, I'm planting. And then I'll plant again, but then it's gone. And that's what you got to watch out for. So, slippery slope, my brother. Slippery slope. But that is number 2. And then finally, number 3. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting one. Let's see if consumer sentiment has importance, but I do think most of the market will focus on the bubble, meaning that whether it's good or bad, the SPY and like other things, bonds maybe might move a little bit. But then, even then, just like today, you saw the pockets of the market that are just doing whatever the hell they want. I think we might see that, but algos might react. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a dud, even if it's like crazy. And then here's the deal, because there's a lot of other things that's happened recently. Maybe there's a unique opportunity where it freaks out people and then momentum can cause a big move. But at this point, I don't trust anybody from Michigan because of what they did in the beginning of the year. So, no! But that is number 3. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Other than that, as I'm saying, it's unfortunately same old story, my friends. Same old story. But other than that, we will find out. But now, are you guys ready? Let us get into the plays. So, Chattadonia. I forgot the market is closed on Monday. What the hell? Oh, let's go party, bro. That's nuts. Monday? Why? Columbus Day? Oh, I mean, I don't want it to close. Boo. Do 666 puts for tomorrow. It doesn't even mean what you mean, bro. That's not even the right number. You know that? I don't have time for this, though. I got to get into the plays. So, right off the bat, LAR. We already have a play on this. We're up. You've made it free already, I hope, or you can. It's up to you on push or make it free, but we also hit the LAC, and this was the offshoot, but it's related to Argentina. If you guys remember, that's why I bought it. I was like, okay, well, if Argentina needs help, we just gave funding to LAC. They got Argentina assets. It worked in terms of investment. But then Argentina started getting clapped. And I was talking about it today because their currency was getting fucked up. And I was like, there's kind of a little opportunity because if the currency of Argentina goes insane, these assets are going to skyrocket because they have more value in dollars. And if it's valued in the peso, it's going to rip. So it's kind of a reverse rip. It's not like a good thing, but it is if you're gambling on the price. So that's that little opportunity. But then again, it's either investment, Argentina blows up, or you're going to lose all your money. So make your decision. But that is play number one. Play number two, LAES. This one was interesting. We looked at it a couple times today, got distracted on it. But it was, they got a government contract and then they like misspoke the date. There was a bunch of weird things with it. And then that started to move it around. But then they gave updated guidance as well in terms of revenue. So I said I liked it. There was like some weird options. If you went further out, you would have noticed some of the option pricing, which I encourage you to take a look at. Some of you did that in real time, which was good. But I think you need to wait for a planning day or you just charge on if you really think. Again, that's up to you. But like I'm saying, it had headline, news, government contract. These have been, and then it's tied to the Swiss. It says quantum shit, but it's like a chip maker. But then again, I did make money on a quantum battery stock this year. It wasn't a real quantum stock, but it just had quantum in the name. I know. So other than that, we'll see where that one plays out, or if there will be a planting opportunity, or if the Chargers get rewarded. But the San Diego Chargers suck. That's why they left San Diego. But that's play number two, I think. Now play number three. Actually, I got a lot of plays. J&J and BMY. They have a court case coming up. I forgot when. It's in a couple days, I think, or next week. You could go and verify this to pinpoint it. But J&J, BMY, it's essentially J&J like gets approval to get a company. BMY would get a royalty. They've both been kind of moving. BMY got a little beaten down. So potential future catalyst. We'll see how that one materializes. That is play number three. Then play number four. This was my Christmas gift to you guys. So XBI. This is the biotech ETF. I even have a biotech list I'll share with you. One of them ended up hitting today. But long story short, just remember how many times I've told you biotechs are a long duration play. If everybody's turning into a bubble and rate cuts and a lot of the other ones, think about it. Yeah, this is biotechs. And then you have the drug stuff that kickstarted it. And then now you also have the FDA towards the end of the year. So if they were more favorable with approvals, the drug announcements, and then rate cuts, this is the perfect setup. And then look at what it did in 2021 under the same conditions. It had a nice move. So I think this is a play from now until the end of the year if it breaks out. It reminds me of China. If it doesn't break out, you're just going to lose. If it breaks out, it's going to be a nice momentum play. You're like halfway there. It's already moved up a little bit. I think we could have got it earlier, but at the same time, it's just really about this multi-year breakout or not. And then again, all of these FDA approvals. And why I thought of it, because like I'm saying, I have a list I'll show you. There's like 10 biotech names that are going to have like approvals, but then I was like, man, we could go for all of them. Some of them had weird option change, but I was like, man, all in all, I think if things get bubbly, some of them get big approvals, get big buyouts, I think the ETF might be a way to make sure we capture the upside, especially if that is a higher likelihood. So we'll see, but the way I'm looking at it, if it doesn't hit, then that was your gift to me. And then if it does hit, that's my Christmas gift to you. Because I am thinking from now until Christmas. So, again, in terms of but if the bubble ends tomorrow, you could scratch all of this. You know what I'm saying? Long duration. We're going to need rates, bubble, a lot of things to play along. So we'll find out. But other than that, that is play number 3 or 4. But I have another one. I think I have one more after this, you guys. Yeah, I do. But yeah, so play number 4 is commodities. And I encourage you to not yap about the prices right now, but more so look at the volatility. It's actually kind of weird. Oh, I put value brands. I meant first brands, but gold had a fucking weird move today, up and down. Last couple of days, same thing with silver. The volatility is high. Doesn't matter what the price is doing. The volatility in gold and silver is high. I've told you that before. You should kind of pay attention if that ever occurred. And that's going crazy. Then, things are going good, but you did hear it's First Brands. You heard of a $1 billion company collapse out of nowhere. And then, did you know the other day when AMD, when they went up 38%, did you know that a levered ETF broke? One of those like directional volatility, it broke. They had to shut it down. Did you know that? Probably not. They didn't post that one on Twitter? Crazy. So, here's the deal. These are all weird. So, that means the bubble is going to keep bubbling, or it might get in your way a little, but these are things to pay attention to. I don't know if it's foreign demand, foreign bond yields. Is it Argentina? Is it us in the shutdown, or will this materialize after the shutdown? But, yeah, there's all of these things. So, I thought that was interesting, but in the meantime, if you see what you see happen today, or you know what I'm saying, or you get more of this next week, all I'm saying, just look at the volatility. Do not be fooled by the price. Again, this goes back to Josh being like, what the fuck, silver's at 50, at 40? So then, yeah, it's just like, it's going a lot up, a lot down. It's the velocity. That's what's concerning now. That's where it went from like, yo, this is fun to like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's like if you, it's like you saved like a cat or a kitten and you're like, oh, this little kitten is so cute. And then it grows and then you're like, oh, it's like one of them little kittens that like, rips apart the chicken. And you're like, oh, this is a fucking panther. Oh, it's a fucking dinosaur. So all I'm saying, the gold move and the silver move is all fun, but if you get like wicked of like volatility, I don't think that's fun. And again, you ask the guys who bought it at 4,000, they'll tell you. But I just mean for other broader worries, I'd be more concerned with that type of volatility mixed with all this other shit. If you just keep doing this while everybody's fucking bubbling away, it's going to be an interesting game of chicken. But other than that, that is play number 4. And now, are you guys ready? Are you ready for play number 5? I have a good one for you. This is why I hope all of you could hear this. I don't think they will. You might not like it, but I love this play. I love this play a lot, man. Because I want you to know. I want all of you to know how much I love you. And I want to see good. And I want to see people do some great things. That's what I said. I hope I can help, but I also I want to make sure I don't lead people down a bad road. I want to make sure that you guys actually let this work, and even then, there's so much more. In the long run, the long term, and everything you could accomplish, and even what you guys bring to the table. So, I'm excited about like I said, man, in a weird way, you're about to start another year, bro. Wake up. Like I even told some people at the beginning, I said, you'll talk to me at the beginning of the year. I'm not going to get in the way of anybody's correction. And you guys got to learn all this stuff. You need to learn, you need to act properly and live up to the calling, and it will reward you. I promise you. That's why I'm like, bro, this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I hope you do rise to it. But you must be willing, willing to work. Not just receive benefits or think it's going to be this without that. You need to be willing. But let me just tell you this. This is the play. This is what I hope coming into next year. I hope you got to see a lot this year. I hope you come in with the same energy next year that I came into, bro. But the play is greatness, brother. That's why, man, we don't need another Josh. That's why some of you, even today, you emailed me. I love you. That's why I want you all to hear this. I'm not mad at you. I don't think you're bad people. Like I'm saying, it's sad when I see some of you encountered me at a time where people made millions of dollars, or relative to their scale, they changed their life greatly. Some, again, whether it was a home, stocks, the knowledge, their job, how they live, so many things. And some of you decided to just make YouTube channels or like copy what I was doing and knock it off. And that's okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I need you to realize that it cost you some of your future. We do not need another Josh. And I don't care about me as much, dude. I mean this because I mean it bigger than my community. Because I've always felt this. This has inspired me a lot in many ways. I don't think we need more people with no talent to become pastors and teachers. Do you want to know what I honestly believe? I believe a lot of untalented people become pastors. That's what they do. That's what I think a lot of untalented people do in many ways. They go and become religious leaders or politicians. You know why? Because they can't do anything else. And they took an easy way out. I don't think they were willing. And I think they knew a little or they got a little bit and they weren't willing to do the other things. That's what I believe. Not everybody. This isn't an absolute. But I don't think everybody was called to be a pastor. I don't think everybody was called to be a teacher. I don't think everybody was called to be a trader, a reporter, or whatever you think it may be. Do you see what I'm saying? I want talent. You all have talent. I don't deny that. I hope I could help you bring it out. I hope the mirror of me living in my purpose can help inspire you to live yours, not to try to put on mine. Otherwise, I do think the last couple of years have shown, though, unfortunately, it did cost some of you. And I don't take pleasure in that, like I'm saying. So I'm glad some of you have realized this sooner rather than later. I'm not mad at you. I never will be. Like I'm saying, I want the willing. And I hope you guys take the responsibility to see that at that time, you guys weren't willing in the same way. You wanted certain things and you vibed with certain things. But you got to be willing to take it to another level of work. You got to show up, dude. You get what I'm saying? I think I fucked up in teaching a lot of you that you're just going to get plays and money doing nothing. I did. Even if I tried and I taught some other stuff in between, some of you figured out your process. You weren't working. Guess what? I'm not giving you shit this time. And I'm not doing that because I don't like you or I'm trying to be mean or I'm trying to be greedy. I'm saying it because I can't get in the way of your process. And I think I did last time. You see what I'm saying? Because how were you able to discover? How are you able to figure out what you truly have? That's why. Why do you think thousands of people are like, okay, this is my purpose? It's not, dude. You just discovered it 24 months ago before meeting me. I mean, and you never would. Tell me the other things in your life. That's what I'm saying, bro. I was doing this before I did anything. You know that, right? It was Halo and stocks. That's it. That's it. I don't think you guys realize. And then the Bible. Because they forced the Bible on me. I thought the money would get me out of it. And I said, let me get rich as hell. And I found my escapism in the online worlds. So what are we talking about? But like I'm saying, bro, I mean this in so much love, dude. I don't want another dumb pastor. I don't want another dumb Josh. I don't want another dumb politician. I don't think we need anything, man. For real. I need you guys to be great. Like, I mean it with all of my heart, and I'm willing to do anything to get it. And I need you to be willing to do anything to get it. And I want the people who are willing, Motherfucker, wake up with me, dude. What's wrong with you? Why have you know what I'm saying? What do you mean, dude? And it's crazy because I saw a lot of people, they're like, okay, he gonna do it? Word. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Dude, I mean it, man. And that's what I'm saying, like, because, again, someone asked me today, and I'm like, that's why I want all of you to hear this and make so much, bro, because this ain't like a rant, bro. This isn't like, this is the mission. I want y'all to be so great, bro, where people look at you, you're the bread. I want them to look at you and be like, what is that guy doing? Why? How does he do that? All of you and whatever you're doing. Again, this is Earl Nightingale. Be the best plumber. Be the best doctor. Be the best whatever you want, bro. And if you do that, you're going to make everything. You'll make so much. That's what I'm telling the people didn't realize. Thought I was lying. Look. So, bro, you need to be great. That's why I wanted to teach y'all. And that's why if I was going to show you an example, not so you could just do nothing. Nah, fuck that. I'll go do nothing. I'll go do whatever I want then. Tell me. You're not willing, I won't be willing then. What the fuck? I want you to be great, dude. I want you to learn, and I've given you so much of my mind and real life experience without trying to fuck you over. And I said no to millions of dollars so it could have this integrity and be so straightforward and clear. So that you could live to the highest of your potential, dog. I want you to learn how to think, how to not conform, how to be wise, and apply that to what your life is showing you, dude, because you guys have stuff. Y'all grew up doing shit I wasn't doing. You were growing up, learning, bro. You guys, and man, you bring that together. I don't think they feel me, bro. So that's what I want, man. That's the play, is greatness. That's what you need to be great. I need multi-millionaires. We already have. I need 1,000 of them. That's what you're going to help. You want to help out? You want to change the world with me? You're going to be the bread. Everybody you encounter should be able to smell it, see it, feel it. You got the fruit to show it. Not you a little fucking hoe, scammer this, doing that. That's why you guys don't see it. And you telling people, what do you do now? I do what I told you about the other guy I did. Shut the fuck up. You don't get it? What are you doing? So you got to do this. You need to be great. You need to be successful. You will change the world and the cult. And that's what I'm saying. It's not all about money. I need the balance is what I've shown you and taught you. You've seen what I've rejected. You've seen what I've accepted. You've seen my mistakes as well. I don't care if you go make $100 million and then you did it fucking everybody over and you're evil. I will not be proud of you. You kill people. You hurt people. I'm not going to be proud of you. You're doing things, hurting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not proud of that. You made money and I'm glad. I said that today. Some of y'all, I'm glad your younger self got what he wanted. I'm scared for your future self now. I don't know if he's going, what about him? And vice versa, bro. I hope that you can't do nothing. You can't, and then I don't want you to say, oh, well, no money, I'm all spiritual. No, you need to have fruit in every capacity. I'm sorry, I believe if you are truly fruitful, the Lord will not let you down. He won't. Your mind will not let you down. If you are willing to work and are applying yourself, I think it's almost impossible to be impoverished in this modern era. Truly. At least if you're in America, bro. You know? At least in America, even with everything going on. Believe me. And it's just all these, and again, I'm not here to debate with you about that. You want to debate with that? I've already lost you. Are you willing? I'm not here to debate the facts of inflation and the money and the opportunity. Are you willing? Are you willing to wake up? Are you willing to find answers? Are you willing to work? Are you willing to eat shit for a little bit? Are you willing to watch and wait? Are you willing to get everything you want down the line? Are you willing to build brick by brick? Willing. And don't neglect you. You guys have a calling in your life. You have a lot of things that are in you. That guy next to you can't do, that I can't do. We need to use this. Don't let the world make you conform. Don't let me make you conform, dude. Because otherwise, that's it. I don't want to see it happen again. And it will, though. So I'm saying down the line, we'll find out whose life got changed. And then I'm going to find out. I don't think any of you, like I said, I don't think you're bad people. Whether you end up doing this or not, I don't think you're bad. You're bad. I don't even hate you. But I 100% in my heart feel like you settled. Out of a lack of willingness. That's it. I don't even want to call you lazy because some of you did so much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you worked in an odd way. You weren't lazy. I don't think you were. I think you settled. And you settled for low. And I don't know why. And I don't know what the world told you, who told you. I don't know if it's the prison of money and bills or whatever it may be. But no, I think it's settling. Because like I'm saying, those of you, I look forward to the future. Invest in your future. Double down. I'm telling you. And those who believe in pursuing that and are willing, you're going to get more than, I think you're going to get more than you could fathom. That's what I've been told. So I look forward to it. And that's why I'm excited. I don't want to stand in anybody's way. I want to help you, but the words and a lot of stuff I teach, man, you got to I can't do it. I can do it, but I can't get in your way, man. I need some of you. I did it at the beginning of this year. I said it. I said deep down it's sad. I don't want it, but I said I want you guys to see what happens when you follow that dog shit. I have to make it separate and clear. I have to show you where I stand. Otherwise it won't. That's it. Again, I need you to listen to what you say you believe in. You know why? Because you can't be mixing it in with half and half, because you're lying. You're assisting the wrong thing. Like, it's actually wild. I said this at the end of the day today. I have to do this. You know, I don't think you've ever heard. I think I will be cursed if I don't. You know the story of Jonah? I think I will curse myself and I will curse all of you if I do not approach you all with integrity and a high standard. I think the Lord will curse me. If I do not uphold this standard to all of you with honesty and the same force, I feel we will all be cursed, myself included. You would be better off throwing me off the boat, otherwise it's going to be a storm. Because I was getting in people's way. Think about it. That's why I said I have to clap honestly. I have to uphold the standard. You have to know it too. You know why? You have to react naturally. If your ego says, nah, fuck this, it has to be. That was meant to be. If it doesn't, if your ego lets you stay, brother, that's meant to be. If it doesn't, you have to go experience the other side. I'm telling you, bro, you're never going to get it. That's why I can't. I love you guys. I do. But think about it. There's so many things. You guys are like, I listen to long-term doctrine, but I spend all my time short-term. I'm like, no, bro, you got to go full short-term. You can't stop lying because you think it's this, but it's not. I need you to listen to what you believe in. It's the same thing, bro. You guys, you can't. You know why? I don't know why people are telling me so much Islam lately, but brother, I love you all. I do. Islam is 99% of the way there. But you can't listen to me. Not because I don't love you, because that's blasphemy. From your Bible, from your Quran. That's what I'm saying. You listen to your imam. You can't listen to a doctrine of Jesus and say, oh, I feel good, then I feel good. No, listen to what you believe. And then tell me what is then the fruit. You mix in all of this stuff everywhere. We're mixing in the world. One religion here, one religion there, one this, one stock investment here, one influencer there. You see what I'm saying? What the fuck are we feeling? What the fuck is the truth? Are you serious? Think about it. I'm not saying this to hurt anybody. I'm saying this to be real. Happens to me too. How will you get clarity with all that? You won't. You won't know what's what. I'm sorry. You're not that smart. Nobody is. It's confusion. It's fog. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think it's going to be, another year like this. I think you guys got to decide. Every doctrine you believe or whatever, you need to go into it fully so you could find out sooner with clarity what the answer is. And I cannot get in your way by appeasing you with you see what I'm saying? Because if I try to appease it and say it anything less than how straightforward, honest, and blunt it is, I'm hurting you because I am getting in your way. Do you understand? That's what I believe, truly. That's why I'm saying I will be honest. Don't ask me unless you want an honest question or an answer. You bring up the topic to me, I have to give it to you straight, dude. Because we can't play this game. It's not gonna work. It's gonna hurt all of us. Everybody. But you go straight forward, bro. All of this, you choose your side. And tell me what happens. That's what I'm saying, Chad. Do you want greatness? Choose it right fucking now. Who do you want to be? Who are you? What is your job? What is your profession? So, yeah, man. I'll leave you guys with that. Well, at least for that rant. If you have any other questions, let me know. These guys are getting antsy with Japanese yen questions. But yeah, man. Nah, bro. I love this. I can't wait. And I'm proud of you who have known everything I've been saying from the jump. And those of you who have elevated your life and have become a beacon and become the bread, I encourage you to. I really, really do, bro. I really, really do. So, that's it. LAS, would I recommend shares or options? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because I know a lot of you think Stream Alerts is coming back. I think it's not. And I think I might quit trading. But I'm not going to quit trading. That's it. I think I will help, but I'm not going to tell you. I need you guys to figure it out. I need you to succeed or get clapped with what I am giving you. Because I am still giving you an advantage. If you haven't realized it yet, then God help you. But that's what I'm saying, bro. I need you to learn this. I need you to take the good parts of my mind and I need you to elevate yours and mix it in with your unique talent. And it doesn't end up with you being a knockoff. It doesn't end up with you being a pastor. It doesn't end up with you being a teacher. It doesn't end up with you raising money from a bunch of people after 12 months. It doesn't end with drugs, sex, alcohol, strip clubs, whatever. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So yeah. And that's why, man. I want you to do. See though? Because I could give you the answer, bro. It's not going to help you. It's going to fuck you up. Believe me. If I didn't have evidence, I would do it. You know why? Ask everybody in here how much they loved me when my fucking wide-eyed Josh came in just handing out everything. And I did, and it worked, and we made millions of dollars for a lot of people. And then I got to watch 5 years of just like, oh my gosh, what the fuck did I create? But then again, I also saw joy. I did, man. And I saw beautiful people, bro, where I'm like, no way, you were legitimately homeless, dude. Again, and I've met some people that I think are my family. And again, I've met them many times and I've seen them, and it's an amazing thing. So I know it's real. But that's why I'm like, bro, you just got to, I want you to learn, bro. I want you to learn, and I want you to gain the confidence to take action, decision, and process things how I'm showing you. That's what I really want you to see. Otherwise, you're going to end up settling at one of those other shit. You won't be able to do it. You'll be able to do some of it, but not you. Now, y'all don't feel me. That's why I'm saying I can't have you settle there, bro. It's going to make you settle. It's going to give you a crutch. And then before you know it, you're only going to learn a part of it, And that's what you're going to do. And nothing else. And it's a slavery. That's all it is. I don't like that. For anybody. We're bringing back the game shows? Oh, you didn't know? My brother, I brought the game show back every day. It's called Don't Get Banned. It's have you ever seen Mr. Beast where he puts all the 100 people and then the floor starts dropping? So it's just like that game, but it's based on your conduct. I give you 10 rules, 12 rules, and then it's funny because they'll even see what happens right next to them. And then, yeah, that's what we do every day on Friday. That's it. Winner gets access to the best information in the world. An AI, human AI. What am I? I don't know. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Some people at first they were like, damn, he's mad. And then they realized it was a game show and now they're enjoying it. I have a lot of fun sometimes, but then I feel bad. I do. But I do only when I know you got, like, even then, like some today I only banned them or I only timed them out, especially if I gave them a solid correction. Because I don't know, like I said, some people are persistent fools, some people are not. I don't like persistent fools, lack of willingness. I mean, people who like to sabotage and reap or sow doubt. You can know what to avoid. But, I try my best. But at the same time, rules are rules. And like I'm saying, I think it establishes the necessary culture for what we need to accomplish. Very, very simple. Because like I'm saying, we need that culture. We need rules. We need it to work and follow. Otherwise, y'all ain't going to learn shit. Or it's not, like I'm saying, how are you going to pick up on this on your own? My brother, I got my ass whooped. You know that, right? Why do you think I follow rules? Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? Like, what do you guys say? Do you think I didn't go through this? Do you think I didn't have to? And guess what? I always knew I was loved. You should know that too, bro. Why would I be dealing with some of y'all? What are you telling me? Oh, you don't like No, you're not listening. You're being rebellious. You're fighting the truth. You're fighting yourself, and you're causing disruption and hurting other people. What the fuck are you doing? Do you see what I'm saying? That's a no. But that's all. It's not. We need that culture. Otherwise, you're going to get in people's way. I'm going to get in your way. It just doesn't work. I want to look at the long term. But yeah, any other... Oh, I didn't even go over the biotech list. I'm sorry. I had the plays. I gave you the last play was a rant, but I don't know, man. I think it's facts. I praise the Lord. But yeah, and this is... so here's the deal, too. If you guys are in the locked-in chat, what you guys need to do in the morning is... Before the market bell, the chat will be open. And if you're awake and you are available and want info, you need to type your name in the chat room so I could see it and identify where you're going to email me from or some identifying factor. And then email me after you type in the chat. And I will send you extra morning info that I compile that does not make it into the morning news thing. Because again, the morning news, I have the top info, we're going over the broad stuff, but then like today I went deep on like bios and then the other calendar, but we don't have time for that in the morning. You can't get through all of that. Think about what we are covering in the AM. So there is some other stuff. I do mention it. It's like you could hear a lot of this. I shared XBI with all of you this morning, whether or not you're on there. Again, I don't like, that's what I'm saying, in a weird way, locked in is giving you guys other opportunities because I'm not trying to hide anything and I don't like it. It takes too much effort to be that shit. So I just simple, you've heard it too, even if you weren't, but I have it in writing if this info will help you before, how early, like 5 a.m. Pacific time or even 4:30. But yeah, you didn't get an email back because it was after, several hundred or thousands of people emailed me. So it got a little hectic. That's why the people in the morning, there was like 3 or 4 at 5 a.m. I emailed it to them perfectly. That's why, only day number 2. So like I'm saying, you have to follow the process I just told you. So if you don't follow it, you're not getting an email back. So like I said, we got overwhelmed today, but tomorrow you type in the chat, the locked in chat. So if you type in the normal chat and then email me, I'm going to block your email. So then if you sign up in the future, you will not be able to access what I am offering today. That's the consequence. All of your chat facts, all blocked emails, we have a database. So if you sign up for shit and you have a bad history here, you're not really going to be able to access anything. You'll just get what it says that you paid for, real time. So yeah, it's very simple. But I need instructions followed, because if you can't follow instructions, there's too many people, bro. So I need the instruction followers. I have gold for you every day. But like I was saying, go in the locked in chat, type your name with an identifying factor of your email so I could know, and then email me. So if you do that before I go live at 6 a.m., I could get you info. If not, then it's after 6 a.m. that window closes now. You get what I'm saying? Because once I go live, I don't want to do that. I'm focusing on everything else that we normally do. Like I'm saying, I'm working in the morning. I have leftover work if you want it, and it's good stuff. But at the end of the day, that's 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Ta-da! You could type whatever you want. I just need to know it's you and that you're in the chat and I see you. You do that, we're golden. Good to go. So yeah. What if your name is obviously identifying? Then you're good to go. If your email, that's obvious too. Like if your email was goofy, I think I did see it today and I got you. It was easier. But yes, if it's in your name, you don't just say what's up. Say, yo, I'm gonna email you, Josh, and I got you. That's it. Are you locked in or not? I'm talking 4:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. Pacific time. So, hey man, that's like what, 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. Hawaii time, 7 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's kind of what I did with Mitch. You got to meet me on the mountain, bro. I love that idea. Will you guys do that? That's what I want to do, man. Fuck stream alerts. I think we do real life alerts. So you got to come to the farm. I'll stay there for like a couple days. I'll try it for a week. No, I'm being dead serious, bro. And you have to climb up the mountain every morning to come and see me. And during that, I want you to think. I want you to walk, run, and think. And then you got to walk back down. And then decide if you're going to gamble. Then decide your future. Then look at the land you're on. And that was created by a long term. That's what I'm thinking. I'm telling you, bro. I literally made Mitch do this. I told him, bro. I said, Mitch, you don't have to do this if you don't want. I'm a really nice guy, bro. You don't understand. I was raised in California, so I'm still a little brainwashed to liberalism laws. Because I'm like, yo, man, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, buddy. Okay? I don't understand it's a safe space over here. Because I told him, I said, you don't have to do it if you don't want, bro. I'm not going to force you to fucking labor up a mountain and then you're going to write a book about me. And be like, he made me climb up the mountain. He knew I couldn't climb up the mountain. And he said it's so aggressive. And he said, I'll never make money if I don't climb a mountain. And then he body shamed me. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. I'm like, all right, bro. But I didn't. Okay, you don't have to. But then he said he was down. So I was like, okay, I'll see you in the morning, bro. And you know what? He brought me water, too. I love this guy. Because, I pulled up to the house because it was late and I had to be there because of the power thing. But then, dude, I had no water. That's it. Derek drank all the water. And then I forgot to bring more water. And then, I was like downing body armors as hydration. It was terrible. You know that? I went to bed downing body armor. Sugary drinks. That was my hydration. Because I was dead. And then he came up with a jug of water. You know that? He came up with a 5-gallon. He walked up with a 5-gallon jug of water. What's the name of the mountain? Transfiguration. You are here to transfigure the world and change it, not be transfigured by the fire. Stay in the fire long enough to find the gold. Don't stay in the fire long enough and build a life around it, and then it destroys who we've once recognized, brother. That's what it is. You're the transfigurer. You're the bread, dog. Long-term peak sounds pretty good. But yeah. So, the house is actually wheelchair accessible, yes. It does have a ramp. The mountain is a gigantic ramp. So you can't, it's hard for everybody. That's the downside. But the house is definitely ADA compliant. Fuck yeah. Cali, baby. I have been to Potato Chip Rock. Oh, yeah, bro. We will be. If you could ride a horse up, that'll be dope. You only could ride a horse up if you got a lawn term and a crib. Otherwise, you gotta fucking walk. Walk or run. You know why? Because you keep walking or running, you like, fuck this. I'm getting a lawn term in a crib. I ain't doing this shit. You see what I'm saying? You gotta go through it, brother. Yeah, you guys were just walking that shit effortlessly. Y'all were excited, man. That shit is killer. I don't like it. I'm like, man, whew. I did that too, though. When I first got there, I would just keep walking around like, this is so cool. And then I was like, oh my gosh, why is it so big? Gotta earn the pony. Well, Chad, anyways, that being said, I don't know how I kept ranting, but here are the biotechs. I was giving you the instructions for long-term ranch. But these all have event. These are the ones that I like. Again, I already told you the J&J BMY royalty. Cabo we hit today, and that was great because we were late on the FDA news, but I literally sent this out at 4 or 5 a.m. We already knew it, so when it came in with a good reaction, we were able to get a nice little 100% flip real quick and then get some free ones, so that was good. But some of these are cool, like GAN-X and CAT-X. I think one's Alzheimer's or something, Alzheimer's, and then one's another MS one, and there's another one. What's the other one? Alzheimer's and I'm blanking. I think schizophrenia. But they got some cool, drugs they're working on, but it's all going to be hit or miss. But then again, you're bubbly, long duration, a good approval, and then all of the calendar, this could start to be good. These are the ones I don't really know about. And again, these all have events pretty much anywhere from the next couple of days to the next couple of weeks. So they all have some sort of FDA approval and or a trial update or whatever else it may be. And then these are the ones I don't like as much, but it doesn't matter what I like. I wrote this down. It doesn't matter what I like or not. You guys know that, right? That's what you got to realize. So you either scatter all the seeds, or that's what I was saying, just play XBI, because if you don't pick the right one and you fuck up, you're going to get mad. But then if you want to play all of them, it's going to be hard or expensive. So I think near the money, mid-money ETF might be the better shot. So, yeah, and then the Serve partnership, you guys heard that in the morning, too. Yeah, the Tom Lee one, sure. Is it a biotech? I'm down. I think that's very contextual. So I guess I'll leave this up. But, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I think I got to go soon, though. Let's hear the Tom Lee. Oh, Hura? I've heard of Hura, but I am just doing the data, the drug database and then the calendar. So I'm not really trying to invest in them, just kind of play the moves. And then from now till end of the year, I think it's an area of long duration that could bubble up. But yeah, I'm not really sold on any of these. And then if I was going to play, I would try to hone in on the catalyst. Some of the bigger biotechs you've moved, they've had them. So that's why they've been kind of attractive. I'll keep my eye on that. GAN-X had Eric Richmond resign. Yeah, but what are they? Aren't they Alzheimer's? Or I forgot, man. Two of those, I think CAT-X and GAN-X, they both had high profile drugs. So that's why I was like, man, I like them, but even then they're options. I think I played one or two of them today. after the XPI, but I think XPI is going to be the easy way to do it. The other one, if you pick the right one, you'll make a lot more. But then if you pick, it's a lot higher odds of getting the wrong one. I guess the way you could look at it, it's like picking the right number on the roulette table, or you just play red or black on the ETF. Sadly. Parkinson's. Thank you, brother. That's what it is. Parkinson's. Yes, and then the other one I think is Alzheimer's. Or one of them. There's an Alzheimer's one on here and a Parkinson's one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I'm telling you. So what type of plays are these? These are all potential catalyst plays. You get what I'm saying? So look, I wrote this down this morning. It popped 40% 4 hours later. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know something is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have all of these names written down. So I don't know how, like I'm saying, I want you to learn, do whatever the fuck you want with it, but you're going to make money by being on the right direction before it happens. And like, here, I'll show you the Kappa. So it's not always going to go up, but that's what this one was today, right? So this was on the list, and then it was like, what, 12:20? It just went crazy. I think it was right here. I got in here. We were late. But yeah, you spent all day, you kind of did your thing, and then boom, it just ripped. And then if you know there's an event and you're on the right direction, you made a lot of money by being early. And then vice versa though. If you're in the right, you're early and you're like, wow, this is it. But then it goes the opposite way, you're going to lose all your money. That's why I'm telling you, I'm like, I can't pick all of them. Look at how many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 numbers on the table. You see what I'm saying? You're going to either have to play all 13, hone in on which direction, go both ways on both of them if you want, and then you could still be wrong on all of them. Or you go for the ETF and capture what you need to. But that's kind of the general idea of where it is. So you know there'll be a catalyst, you just don't know which direction. But you knowing there's a catalyst soon, you're already ahead of a group of people who do not. Do you want to know how I know? There's a lot of people who have it. You don't. I mean, have you seen this list anywhere? So yeah. Ta-da! But that's not a front run play, but a catalyst play. You're pretty much front running the catalyst. But that could backfire if you don't know what it's going to do. So if you know there's going to be a catalyst and you know what it's going to be, then that's where it's easier. That's what I'm saying. Some of these other plays, even in the commodity sector, that's kind of how we've gone about them. So yeah. Ta-da! So Chattadonia, may the Lord be with you, and God bless America. I will see you in the morning. Locked in, brothers. I'll see you in the morning, too. You hit me up, man. You hit me up early, before the bell. Way before the bell. And I hope you go visit the secret place tonight. I mean, why wouldn't you? You're going to need some bread so you could become the bread. Oh, don't let it go stale, brother. Remind. So, Chattadonia, have a wonderful one. Finger to the sky. To God be the glory. And through the grace of God alone. Hold on.